Hello.
Good morning. We will
Mayor,
need your name and
City-
address for the record.
William Browse, Ashby Local 2406's Union President.
Thank you.
I'm speaking on behalf of the city municipal workers. We understand the concept of the MAPS 3 project, but we don't understand why public safety is not being addressed. On the municipal side of the workers' issues is manpower. We have yet to catch up with the growth of the city of Oklahoma City yet. And the departments are being asked to take a budget cut for 2% January 1. MAPS 3 should involve funding for more fire and police and municipal workers and safety investment of the taxpayers. Line maintenance crews are working 16 to 24 hours now. Parks Department crews are working one-man crews with a rear load of sanitation truck because they can't afford to budget to work two employees on weekends. Street Department is working mason crews with one mason and with a temporary service that the employees that come to work for Oklahoma City, they don't even have a clue or an idea of how to pour concrete. 911 operators are working 60 hours a month overtime. If you call a 911 operator, you may be placed on hold. I stand in solidarity with my police fire union brothers today. Please consider and listen to the voice of the municipal workers. Thank you for your time. I hope we've been heard.
Okay. Phil Sipe.
Good morning. Phil Sipe. I'm representing the IAFF Local 157 firefighters. I'm the president-elect. I would just like to again reiterate from the firefighters' perspective, and I think I speak for all of them, that we are not opposed to economic development in Oklahoma City. We think that is very important, that the economic development we've enjoyed on behalf of the MAPS projects continues. But we feel like it's that those economic developments and the MAPS 3 that's being proposed also raises additional responsibilities for the council and for the city employees. Those responsibilities include the need for more public employees to take care of that investment, more public safety employees to protect it, and those citizens that will use it. We believe it is essential that council consider how they will fund those additional responsibilities. We believe that a great city, a big league city, embraces not just the wants of its citizens, but also the needs of its citizens. And those needs include hiring enough employees and having a staff available to ensure that we can take care of this investment. The bottom line from our perspective is that it takes people to build it. It takes people to maintain it. It takes people to protect it. And it takes people to protect those who will use it. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for your time.
Gil Hensley.
Gil Hensley, 1624 South Agnew. I'm president of the Fraternal Order of Police. We spoke to you last week and asked you to delay this matter, postpone this matter, rethink this matter. Obviously, we're back here today asking for the same thing. We've been told over the last week that the MAPS 3 will grow the pie, and therefore providing funds to do all these things that we should have done many years ago. I don't see any revenue generating measures in MAPS 3, and I don't think realistically any of you do. But let's assume that premise is correct. What's the history we've seen? In '93, we passed MAPS 1 with overwhelming support from your employee groups. What did we get for that? Not an additional street worker, not an additional fireman, not an additional policeman. But it did create some additional strains on our ability to take care of those facilities and those things that were coming out of that MAPS project. MAPS for kids, MAPS 2 if you wish. What did we see in addition? No additional city workers, none. So are we to believe now that it's going to create, MAPS 3 is going to create additional personnel, funds to hire additional personnel? I think Mr. Sipe said it very well when he talked about what it's going to take to maintain these improvements. And make no mistake about it, I don't think any of the employee groups are opposed to growth in this city. We want this city to grow, to prosper, to be better, to be bigger. But the bottom line is, we've got to do it realistically, we've got to do it responsibly, we've got to ensure we can take care of what we've got now, which we can't. None of you dispute the fact that we have shortages, particularly in public safety, but more importantly in all city departments. So to grow the pie, well, maybe that sounds good, but it just really hasn't happened. And I candidly don't believe that it will happen under MAPS 3. More importantly, we're facing potential budget cuts. Mr. Couch has asked all these departments to come up with plans on how they could do a 2% mid-year budget cut. Now, whether those cuts come to fruition, hopefully the economy begins to rebound and we don't ever have to do that. But realistically, we're looking at that. We're looking at cutting that. You just voted today to, in effect, cut retiree benefits. You're going to increase their contribution for life for their health insurance premiums. Now, these are people that have worked 25, 30, and more years for this city to see it grow, to see it prosper, to see it move ahead. And this is how you reward them. So the fact that the pie may grow and we may see some result from that, I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. And I'm not quite sure the citizens will buy that. So what we're really saying here today is we have always supported the growth of this city, always, and always will. But we will support only responsible growth. We're asking you today, please do not send this to a ballot of the people as it stands now. Don't place us in a position where we cannot support you. Thank you.